All these people claim there's COD movement where you're seeing people sliding and dolphin diving everywhere. I played 40 hours and didn't see any of it. I got a video for you, my good sir. And in fact, it was one with my face on it. Let me see if I can pull it up here. Give me a second. It went pretty viral over the weekend. This has 28,000 likes on it. And this was from my best clip of the week show, which I obviously used to do this all the time. The format's a little different now. Now we kind of have a different producer behind it, and we'll see if we shift the direction of if you guys keep liking it. But this was, and I have some additional context for you now that I've seen it more. But this was a clip from Reeve from the Battlefield 6 beta, and look at the movement.
What are we doing? He's even got the mouse cam over here.
I'm blocking the mouse cam, but
360 spin doesn't miss.
Look at the momentum.
Oh my gosh,
look at the momentum.
What the heck is this?
See how he's flying through the sky here?
The momentum, the movement, the flicks. Reeve, what are we doing? Look how high his sense is, too, because he's barely even moving his mouse. That's such a minute movement that he's flicking between.
Look at that. Video looks sped up. It's not. We were just talking about movement speed. This is not even sped up. But here is the extra element here. What he's doing, you see it in one of the clips. That's just a normal B-hop off the ground. He does a slide into a secondary jump.
How do they have zero?
Hits that right here. Did you see how he jumped out the window? He's launching himself off the ledge. There is a glitch in the game that allowed you to essentially super bounce. I did this accidentally a couple of times, and I didn't know what was triggering it or what was happening, but sometimes I'd go on a ledge and I would just launch into the air. Did any of you guys feel that, experience that? Hector cracked. Pretty cracked. Yeah, I saw that.
Tickets. Okay, wait, it's still going. Hold on.
I was moving like a snail compared to that. Happened to me a bunch.
This movement tech.
So
what are we
he
doing?
figured
He's
out
even
the
got
tech
mouse
for
cam
that
over here.
and is actually executing on it. He's actually utilizing the movement tech.
Jump into the slide, the 360 spin.
Watch this next clip.
Doesn't.
So it starts late, but I think he did the leap. He got the initial momentum, and that's why he's going so quick and can chain multiple hops together.
Miss a shot here. Oh.
He goes from a slide into a jump, 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 which is the B-hop. This is something they actually removed from Call of Duty.
Oh my gosh, look at the B-hops. What the heck is this?
Right here, you get to see a perfect transition. He does some type of a slide into a vault off of a ledge. And look at how fast it launches him into the air and how high. This is like triple how high you should actually be going. This was an impressive little slide that he did here.
The momentum, the movement, the flick.
He's going back and forth with a jump, aim down sight shot. Nothing super crazy. But what he does is he uses these stairs for a downward slide to increase his momentum off of the slide jump.
Reeve, what are we doing?
So he jumps into a slide on the stairs and then jumps exiting the stairs to keep his momentum up.
They
Does
use
it
that
again
clip
right here.
from on Reddit to prove
How
the
high is-
COD movement needs to be fixed.
Yes, this is the clip that we're looking at on Reddit right now. Yeah, somebody said I was on Reddit, and I was like, what are you talking about, bro? I don't think I'm on Reddit. And then sure enough, I was, and it was from this video of Reeve's
Senses,
gameplay
too.
here. And
Because he's barely even moving his mouse. That's such a...
obviously with a shotgun, you're going to one-tap everything. So it's even more effective of a, movement element, where if you're moving and flying around and one-tapping everything, you're going to go crazy.
Movement that he's flicking between.
I think, though, I definitely think there's an element where they should probably make it so consecutive B-hops is not as effective as it is. But I think the bigger element is the fact that he was able to launch off of windows and essentially double his movement and then keep the momentum up, allowed for even longer bunny hop chains that were crazy. Yeah, jump fatiguing on it. I think that's essentially what Call of Duty did off of theirs. COD in the past did have B-hopping, and it was a major part of the game. Battlefield was very jump heavy game, but it was mostly for jump avoidance, especially from prior to, I think Battlefield 1 is when they actually added momentum to the game. And I'm not sure if b-hopping has been big in Battlefield or not, because I just haven't played it since Battlefield 1 to the amount that I have caught or seen, the competitive side of it. This game is typically not as competitive. But I think that the movement that's in the game and the actual momentum system that's in there is, to me, far superior to what it was in Battlefield 4, where you would jump and just turn in the air and you still kept, like, there was no momentum. You would just be able to turn in air. And that was what you would do. You just keep jumping and turning everywhere when you're crossing fields. I actually like the idea of sliding and like sliding into prone and taking cover and doing those things. Just, for me, it was a lot more fun. But I do think that it was unintentional, the window hops. This window hop here, I think this is unintentional, and I'm guessing that this will at least be taken out. Would be my guess. B hops, I'm not as certain about. They wanted the COD audience. They certainly got it, for better or worse. 7,000 points on that. Yeah, a lot of people see movement tech in games, though, whether it's Apex Legends, COD. A lot of games are very movement heavy because it's an alternative way of letting you survive rather than having higher time to kill. Like in Fortnite, you build a wall and you start cranking 90s. In other games, you move to evade, to break aim assist, and to survive what is a spray down. Now, the time to kill is so fast, it's unlikely that you can even pull that off. And even in most of these clips, he never 180'd anybody.
Jump into the slide.
Turned around to fight. Maybe this one.
Tech, what are we doing? He's even got the mouse cam over here.
Nah, he just ate a nade. But once you take some damage, if the person's pretty decent at, or even half decent in aiming, because there was another thing that I did see as well, where controller actually has less recoil than mouse. I don't know if you guys saw that comparison, but there was a side-by-side comparison I saw from another creator. I don't think I have the video here. We might be able to pull it up, but essentially it looked at a side-by-side of the aim recoil, switching inputs and shooting at the wall and seeing how the recoil was. And there was more for mouse than there was for controller. But nonetheless, we looked at another comparison for aim assist of like COD versus Battlefield as well. A lot less aim assist on this, especially for rotational. But I guess the point is that, we'll see if they address it. And I'm going to read all the official posts from them so we'll get an idea of what their mentality is, because eventually they will address it, or we'll just wait to launch to see what it is. But my guess is that they will address it. Recoil on MNK is definitely an issue for me. It's a combination of recoil, and there's also spread, which is different in this type of game as well. Battle Royale, probably not before 2026. We'll see. That is coming, though, at some point. It's going to be coming to labs first, though, from what they said.